Hi students, this is Vasudev Panda. Welcome to Master of English. Welcome to another class of English. As you know, we're continuing the portrait of LED by khuswant Singh about LED who is being old for at least 20 years. An interesting chapter. So I'm Padhivaji, Tarsasa unit. Video tikke lamba haba pile, keep watching till the end, and I hope you will get some interesting facts about the chapter. Okay, let's start the chapter. The chapter, the units start like that. But when I decided to go abroad for further studies, I was sure my grandmother would be upset. ଯେତେବେଳେ ମୁଁ ବାହାର ଦେଶକୁ ପଢ଼ିଯିବା ପାଇଁ ଆବ୍ରୋଡ୍ ଫରେନ୍ କଣ୍ଟ୍ରି ପଢ଼ିଯିବା ପାଇଁ ନିଷ୍ପତ୍ତି ନେଲି ମୁଁ ଜାଣିଥିଲି ମୋ ଜେଜେମା ଅପସେଟ୍ ହେବ ଦୁଃଖିତ ହେବ I was sure my grandmother would be upset. I would be away for 5 years. Why she would be upset? Because I would be going to away for 5 years. 5 ବର୍ଷ ପାଇଁ ମୁଁ ବାହାରକୁ ଯାଉଥିଲି. And at her age one could never tell. At her age one could never tell. ତାଙ୍କୁ ଯେଉଁ ଭଳିଆ ବୟସ ହେଇଥିଲା ଯେଉଁ ଭଳିଆ ବାର୍ଦ୍ଧକ୍ୟ ଗ୍ରାସ କରିଥିଲା କିଏ କହିପାରିବନି କୌଣସି ବି ମୋମେଣ୍ଟରେ କିଛି ବି ହେଇପାରେ 5 years. And at her age one could never tell. But my grandmother could. But my grandmother was an exceptional lady. She had defeated death. She had stopped her aging. Yes or no? She was not even sentimental. Sentimental means emotional. Sentimental means emotional. She was not even sentimental, guys. She was not even sentimental. Emotional. She tikke bhi emotional hala nahi ki tikke bhi dukh prakash kala nahi. She came to leave me the railway station. Se mote railway station ku chhadiba pai asila. But did not talk or show any emotion. किंतु से मो सहित किसी भी कथा है कि पचारानी बाबू तू केबे आईबू कौन करू कि ना कि इमोशन भी देख भाव प्रवणता बिल्कुल देखे नहीं से नो इमोशन वाज सेन हर लिप्स मूव्ड इन प्रेयर और जेतेबेले से मते छाड़िबा पे आसुला हर लिप्स मूव्ड इन प्रेयर से प्रार्थना करूथला मूव्ड इन प्रेयर हर माइंड वाज लॉस्ट इन प्रेयर से प्रार्थना रे बुड़ी रहिथिला निमज्जी रहिथिला लॉस्ट इन प्रेयर हर fingers were busy telling the beats of her rosary. Her fingers were busy telling the beats of her rosary. से तार जपमाला रे से सबले व्यस्त रहउतला से सबले जप करूतला रोजारी साइलेंटली she kissed my forehead. मु जेतेबेले जीवा पे बाहरली से कोन कला से मोर कपाल रे गोटे चुंबन प्रदान कला जेतेबेले देखिथिबो हमर जेजेमा जेजेबापा हम जेतेबेले बाहर घर को जाओ से माने हमको किस करनते से बळे बाहर को जेतेबेले आसु से माने हमको किस करनते फॉर इट एंड व्हेन आई लेफ्ट जेतेबेले मु छाडीली स्टेशन छाडीली आई चेरिश्ड द मोस्ट इम्प्रिंट चेरिश्ड मींस नॉरिश्ड चेरिश्ड नॉरिश्ड So cherish the moist imprint कहले कौन ओदालिया दाग से तार जो से मते से किस कला तार जो आर्द्रता भाव प्रवणता moist imprint as perhaps the last sign of physical contact between us, and that was the last sign of physical contact between whom? Between my grandmother and myself. But that was not so. सेमिति हेला नहीं किंतु किछि हेला नहीं सते कि से भाबुथला जे एटा ही शेष कांटेक्ट तारा और मोर भीतरे किंतु सेमिति किछि भी हेला नहीं आफ्टर 5 years I came back 5 वर्ष पर मु आसिली I came back home and was met by her at the station और स्टेशन रे ताको पुनी थरे भेटिली तार किछि असुविधा ही नथिला she did not look a day older and she was at that same age 5 वर्ष पर मु जेतेबेले आसिली से गोटे दिन भी ताको अधिका हला बळे लागु नथिला she was at the same age she still had no time for words and she still had no time for words से समय रे भी से मो सहित किछि भी कथा हला नहीं and while she clasped कुंडेइवा क्लास्प बोले कुंडेवा जाबुड़ी धरवा क्लास्प मी इन हर आर्म्स जते बेले से मते हक कला जाबुड़ी की धरला कोन हला बेले हर आर्म्स आई कुड हियर हर रिसाइटिंग हर प्रेयर आई कुड हियर हर रिसाइटिंग हर प्रेयर से समय भी से तार प्रार्थना रे निमज्जी रहिथिला बुड़ी रहिथिला इवन ऑन द फर्स्ट डे ऑफ माय अराइवल सेटा मोर पहुंचीबार प्रथम दिन थिला हर हैप्पीएस्ट मोमेंट्स वेयर विथ हर स्पैरोज whom she fed longer and with frivolous rebukes श्रद्धारे गाली दवा to rebuke someone with affection love श्रद्धारे गाली दवा okay श्रद्धारे गाली दवा so in arms I could hear her reciting her prayer even on the first day of my arrival for happiest moments mu jo din asli mu bhabutili se mote dekhi khushi hebo but not exactly that doesn't happen kon hela moments where with her sparrows se din bi tar sabutaro anandar muhurto thila se ghar chotiya man ko sahito katha habata sparrows whom she fed longer and with frivolous rebuke au se din mu jo din asli se ghar chotiya man ko bahut samay dhari khuela au seman ko gali dei khuothila स्नेहरे गाली दे खोला इन द इवनिंग संध्या समय कथा ए चेंज केम ओवर हर ता भीतर गोटे परिवर्तन आसला क्या भितर द अथर्स ग्रैंडमदर सी डिड नॉट प्रे सी आउ से दिन प्रार्थना कला नहीं सी डिडंट प्रे सी कलेक्टेड द वुमेन ऑफ द नाइबरहुड कहले पड़ोसी स्त्री लोक मान से डाकिला कलेक्ट कला गट एन ओल्ड ड्रम गोटे पुराना ड्रम ढोल आनिला स्टार्टेड टू सिंग गीत गाइबा आरंभ कला मन रखा पे से जो बुढ़ीटा माने जिते अथर म्यूजिक लेसन रे जॉइन करथिले सेते बेले से तांको गाली करथिला से अपसेट होतला से गीत गाउछे जी स्टार्टेड टू सिंग फॉर सेवरल आवर्स माने घंटे पाई नहीं आधा घंटा पाई फॉर सेवरल आवर्स आफ्टर आवर्स गन बाय फॉर सेवरल आवर्स शी थम्ड द सैगिंग स्किन ऑफ द dilapidated drum dilapidated means जीर्ण शीर्ण okay dilapidated drums sagging skin थुड़ होतवा चमड़ा ओहली जाइथिबा चमड़ा ओके sagging skin कहले थुड़ होतवा चमड़ा dilapidated drums and sang of the homecoming of warriors what does she sing से को गीत गाउथिला what did she sing homecoming of warriors जेमिति योद्धा माने फेरिले जेमिति सेमान को अभिषेक करा जाय सेमान को स्वागत करा जाय से भले से गीत सब गाउथिला we had to persuade her persuade means to convince we had to persuade her to stop to avoid overtraining कहले कोन पिले overtraining अर्थ हैला अत्यधिक चाप माने वृद्ध वयस जड़े लोक बेसी चाप इमोशनल प्रेशर को सह्य करि पारे नै ना सो परसुएड हर टू स्टॉप द ओवरस्टेनिंग हम भाविलु जे बेसी समय से नाचिले तार देह खराब हो जीवो तो आमे ताकू चेष्टा कलु आमे परसुएड कलु ताकू माने कन्विंस करबा पाई जे तुम ए सब कर नै बोली करी overstraining that was the first time since I had known her that she didn't pray and से समय थिला माने प्रथम दिन मु जो दिन ठर जानी थी से दिन से प्रार्थना कर नथिला आमे जेते भी चेष्टा कलो ताको प्रवर्तैबा पाई जे तुम एटा सब कर नै तुम देह भाई खराब से कहा कथा भी सुनिला नहीं द नेक्स्ट मॉर्निंग तार दिन सकाळर कथा शी वाज टेकन इल तार देह असुस्थ हला शी वाज टेकन इल इट वाज ए माइल्ड फीवर अल्प अल्प ज्वर हला माइल्ड फीवर एंड द डॉक्टर टोल्ड अस दैट इट वुड गो The doctor told us, doctor हमको कहला जे एटा छाड़ियो but my grandmother thought differently किंतु मो जेजेमा गोटे अलगा हिसाब रे भाबुथला thought differently she told us that her end was near what did she tell us she told us that her end was near से हमको कहला जे तार शेष समय आसी जाईची her end was near since only a few hours before the close of the last chapter of her life, she had omitted to pray. She was not going to waste any more time talking to us And she said, since only a few hours before the close of the last chapter, कारण ता जीवन रो अंतिम समय किसी समय बाकी अच्छे से समय को वेस्ट करबा पई चाहे नहीं से समय को नष्ट करबा पई चाहे नहीं she had committed to pray से निश्चित नहीं जे से केवल प्रार्थना करिवो she was not going to waste any more time talking to us से आम सहित कहा सहित भी कथा हेबा पई चाहे नहीं कथा है समय नष्ट करबा पई चाहे नहीं we protested to go against virodha kalu we protested but she ignored our protest kintu se amar mana kariba ko taku ignore kala manila nahi ignored our protest she lay peacefully in bed praying and telling her beads से बेड उपरे शांति रे पड़ी रहिला प्रेइंग प्रार्थना करी करी निजर माला जपी जपी पीसफुली even before we could suspect to to doubt संदेह करिबा पूर्वरु even before we could suspect आमे संदेह करिबा पूर्वरु her lips stopped तार ओठो बंद हे गला moving and the rosary fell from her lifeless finger आउ ता हाथरु जो मालटा से धरिथिला धीरे धीरे पड़ी गला okay lifeless finger a peaceful pallor means kon repile phika pona pallor spread on her face tar muhota phika padi gala dhire dhire dhada hi gala we left her on the ground okay lips stopped moving and the rosary fell from her lifeless finger a peaceful pallor spread on her face and we knew that she was dead हम जानी पारिलु जैसे मरी जाइछि she was dead से आउ यह धाम रे नथिले से already she had passed away we lifted her off the bed तापरे हम कोन गल what did we next do next we lifted off her from the bed तांको उठैलु off the bed and as is customary कारण because it was a custom जेते बेले मनीष मरी जाए ताको खटो ऊपर आनी के तळे पकई दिया जाए as is customary laid her on the ground and covered her with a red shroud गोटे लाल कपड़ा ता ऊपर ताको तळु गाणी की बेड ऊपर तळु गाणी की ता ऊपर गोटे लाल कपड़ा पकई दिया गला red shroud after a few hours of mourning 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 means to cry kandiba dukha prakash kariba so morning we left her alone to make arrangement for her funeral means शेष यात्रा श्मशान यात्रा तो आमे किछि घंटा कांदिला परे समस्त शोक प्रकाश कला परे आमे ताकू छाडी देलु एकला आउ तार अरेंजमेंट कलु तार शवदाहर अरेंजमेंट करिवारे व्यस्त हे गलु इन द इवनिंग संध्या समय हला we went to her room with a crude stretcher okay बाउंस चारि खंड काठरे छ खंड काठरे माने कोके तयार हुए तुम समस्त जानि थिबो बाउंस रो कोके सो क्यूट स्ट्रेचर कले बाउंस रो कोके इन द इवनिंग वी वेंट फॉर रूम विथ अ क्यूट स्ट्रेचर गोटे खंचा बाउंस रो कोके नै कि स्ट्रेचर नै कि टू टेक हर टू बी क्रिमेटेड बोले स्मशान रो पुडीवा पई ताकू कवर दवा पई नहीं गलु क्रिमेशन ग्राउंड वेल श्मशान क्रिमेटेड कहले जो कवर दवा पई so the sun was setting and had lit her room and veranda with a blaze of golden light shining light blaze means shining light blaze shining light so कौन हितला पहले सूर्य अस्त हेबार समय हेतिला सूर्य किरण रे से रूम टा चकचकिया किरण रे भरपूर हे कि रहिथिला रूम वेरांडा विथ अ ब्लेज ऑफ गोल्डन लाइट स्वर्णाभ किरण रे उद्भासित होथिला से रूम टा वी स्टॉप्ड हाफवे इन द कोर्टयार्ड हमें बारंडार अधा रास्ता रे रहि गलु stopped halfway in the courtyard all over the veranda and in her room right up to where she lay dead and stiff wrapped in the red shroud thousands of sparrows sat scattered on the floor आमे जेते देखिलु आश्चर्य हे गलु कोन हेतिला बारंडा ठारू से बारंडार मझी ठारू से जो जेते दूर पर्यंत जोठी ता डेड बॉडी थिला से पर्यंत खाली घर चटिया माने पूर्ण हे रहिथिले Samaste. There was no sound. There was no sound at all. All over the veranda and in her room, right up to where she lay, dead and steep. More jejema kivali thila, dead. Mane mruto heu thila, steep. That kotino sharir ta kotino hi thila, dead and steep. Wrapped in the red shroud, ta upare lal kapda cover kara thila. Thousands of sparrows sat scattered on the floor. Thousands of sparrows, हजार घर चटिया scattered यार इतस्तत भाव रे चारियाडे बसिथिले. On the floor there was no chirruping. There was no chirruping. କୌଣସି ପ୍ରକାର ଶବ୍ଦ ନଥିଲା. ପକ୍ଷୀମାନେ ବି ଫିଲ୍ କରୁଥିଲେ ତାର ଶେଷ ଯାତ୍ରାକୁ ସେମାନେ ସତେକି ତାଙ୍କୁ ଆଉ ଖାଦ୍ୟ ଦେବା ଲୋକ ନଥିଲା ଦୁନିଆରେ ସେ ତାଙ୍କୁ ଛାଡ଼ିକି ଚାଲି ଯାଇଥିଲା ସେମାନେ ସତେକି ଦୁଃଖ ପ୍ରକାଶ କରୁଥିଲେ. There was no chirruping. There was not at all any sound. We felt sorry for the birds. आमको भी दुख लगिला जे पक्षी माने भी तंगर मॉर्निंग प्रकाश करूथिले सौर प्रकाश करूथिले. बर्ड्स एंड माय मदर फेच सम ब्रेड फॉर देम. मो माँ ये अवस्था देखी कौन कले घर को जाकि किसी ब्रेड आनिले से मानको दवा पाई. Some breads for them. She broke into little crumbs. Crumbs means pieces. Little pieces, छोटे piece, छोटे टुकड़ा, little pieces. Okay, threw it to them. Into little crumbs the bread, the way my grandmother used to, and threw it to them. जेजेमा जेभली छोटे टुकड़ा करिकी पक्षी मान को दौथिले मो माँ भी से भलिया कले और से मान को आड़को फिंगी देले. And threw it to them. The sparrow took no notice of the bread, but the sparrow was in a different mood. They took no notice of the bread. Se bread ro konosi prabhav nathila. Semane se bread ku dekhu bhi nathile. No notice of the bread. When we carried my grandmother corpse dead body कहले dead body तो जेते बेले आमे मोर जेजेमार सबटाकू बोही की नहीं गलु उठी नेलु. they flew away quietly, silently. They flew away. The sparrows flew away quietly, silently. से माने उड़ी चली गले. Next morning the sweeper swept the breadcrumbs into the dustbin. Next morning the sweeper swept the breadcrumbs into the dustbin. ता परदिन स्वीपर झाड़ू वाला आसिकी झाड़ूदार आसिकी से ब्रेड क्रम्स जहाँ पड़ी सबू को उठे नेला और डस्टबिन रे पकईदेला. पे आम स्टोरी गोटे जिनस शिखा मनीष को मनीष जीवन रे अनादर करें किंतु जो पशुपक्षी मान स्नेह कर अनादर करती ना. सो वी कैन लर्न ए लेसन ऑफ लव बिटवीन बर्ड्स एंड ह्यूमन बीइंग. ओके, that's all for today. The lesson is completed. Let us see the question and answer. How did the grandmother see the author off at the railway station? किभली भाव से सी ऑफ कला बाय बाय कहला. The grandmother didn't tell anything to the author. She was just busy telling the bits of her rosary, and she kissed him off. And you know, there's a touch emotion only was there. और किसी नथिला से कौन कला author कपाल रे गोटे किस दे देला और किसी भी कहला नहीं तांको. Next, how did she receive him with when he came back home from abroad? She was there, and when the author arrived at the station, at that time he saw his grandmother was there. There was no change with her. She didn't talk to him at all. Okay, and didn't show any emotion to him. Okay, she was just busy as usual with telling the bits of her rosary. What were her happiest moment on the first day of his arrival? The same thing on the first day of the author's arrival. The happiest moment of the grandmother was, feeding the sparrows with frivolous rebecs. How did she celebrate his return in the evening? Does her behavior appear to you? In the evening, the grandmother collected the neighborhood women and, thumped the drum, thumped the singing skin of the drum, singing the homecoming of warriors and nothing. Next, how did she pass away? She passed away just peacefully. She was just telling the bits of her rosary, and all of a sudden, the rosary fell up from her lifeless finger, and her face become pallor. Okay, and nothing was there. How did sparrows react when the author's grandmother died? So in the evening, when the author and their family they went to carry the corpse off from the courtyard, at that time they saw thousands of sparrows scattering here and there, and there was no chirping at all as they were mourning in the demise of the old lady. Uh, next morning, the sweeper swept the breadcrumbs into the dustbin. What does this line imply? This line implies that the verse doesn't have any intention towards the breadcrumbs. They were, uh, together they are only to mourn in the demise of the old lady, and they were not in the hope to eat anything there. That's all about the question and answer. Hope you enjoyed the video. Keep watching, keep subscribing. Bye bye till the next video.